Hey there! Welcome back to Physician Estate Podcast. I am your host, Dr. Harsha Mule, owner and founder at Physician Estate Platform. I am podcasting to you today from Kansas City, Missouri, also known as the barbecue capital of the world. Physician Estate is a physician-owned real estate platform directed specifically towards doctors in USA. We provide free real estate resources and investment opportunities. We facilitate physicians make wealth and keep wealth. Disclaimer. I am not a legal advisor or investment advisor. The content in this podcast is not investment advice. This is my personal blog, and all the content found here is for informational, entertainment, or educational purposes only. It should not be construed as personal investment advice. You are currently listening to episode 1 of Physician Estate Podcast. In this episode, I will be going over the definition of an accredited investor. Are you a physician? Do all physicians qualify as accredited investors? Let's find out. Almost all the real estate syndication deals and most of the crowdfunding real estate platforms work only with accredited investor. If you are not an accredited investor, you cannot invest in those opportunities. It is important to make sure you are an accredited investor prior to investing in a syndication project or a crowdfunding platform. Are all physicians considered as accredited investors? Well, the government rules and regulations laid out by the Securities and Exchange Commission, also known as SEC, defines that accredited investor must satisfy at least one of the following criteria. Investor must have an annual income of $200,000 for individual income for each of the last 2 years, with expectations of earning the same or higher income this year. Number 2, investor must have an annual income of $300,000 for joint income for each of the last 2 years, with expectations of earning the same or higher income this year. Number 3, investor must have a net worth exceeding $1 million, not counting his or her primary home. So if you satisfy any one of these criteria, you are qualified as an accredited investor. Now, do you need a certification to qualify as an accredited investor? There is no official or formal certification process to label an investor as an accredited investor. A certification is not required to meet the definition of an accredited investor. If in doubt, please check with your CPA or attorney to clarify. Are all physicians accredited investors? According to a Medscape physician compensation report from 2018, the average overall physician salary, including primary care and specialties, is $299,000 per year. PCPs were earning around $223,000 per year, and specialists were making around $329,000 per year. Based on this information alone, we may generalize that most physicians can indeed qualify as accredited investors. That being said, some physicians may not qualify. These are a few examples. Physicians working part-time, physicians working in a major hospital in a downtown in an academic setting, etc. You know what I'm talking about. Long story short, just being a physician does not qualify you as an accredited investor until you meet the above-mentioned financial criteria laid out by the SEC. If you are an accredited investor, this opens you up to multiple streams of passive investment opportunities. These include but are not limited to real estate syndication projects, crowdfunding platforms, seed stage company funding, etc. Thank you for listening to this episode of Physician Estate. In the next episode, you will learn about the structure of a real estate syndication deal. To receive more information on real estate resources for physicians and to get updates on our investment opportunities, please subscribe to our newsletter at www.physicianestate.com. Do not forget to take advantage of our 2 free eBooks, The ABCs of Real Estate Syndication for Physicians and How to Avoid a Medical Malpractice Lawsuit. Signing off for now, this is your host, Dr. Harsha Mule. Until next time, make wealth and keep wealth.